to the Level Down Podcast. I'm Devin. That's Del. How you doing today?
I don't know. My body hasn't booted up. It's too early.
We are recording hours early than we usually do.
Yeah, as we record on our Sunday.
Yeah,
it's way earlier than we normally record.
Because it's Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day, everybody. Happy Mother's Day to the moms and all the people out there who know what it's like.
Yeah, celebrating, doing things, getting stuff done. So it is 8 a.m.
Yeah, like 8 o'clock
in the morning. We usually do this during later in the afternoon. We're gonna get it done now.
Yeah,
get it done, get it out. Is this gonna be long? Probably not.
Probably not. There's Mother's Day festivities. You should be out
doing something
with your mom or being a mom or whatever.
Yeah, and we don't usually take holidays off or nothing like that. But
nah.
We still put out something every week.
Yeah. We make the necessary sacrifices, like getting up super early for us anyway. Like probably people like it's like, oh well. I'm like you, or like, oh, I'm up at like 5:30 in the morning.
Starting a day.
Yeah, I don't do any of that. Like, I don't stir around till like 10:30, 11 o'clock on Sunday. Because it's Sunday. I know people say it's the Lord's Day, and it is. But it's, it's also my day to get prepared for the week that's about to happen. And I usually have a terrible Saturday night. Like, I usually go to bed like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Sometimes 5 if I'm working. Sometimes maybe even later than that. So it's just been a vicious cycle.
But we're here for you, people. We're here for you.
But we're here. We did the work. Well, I did the work. Devin's always up.
I'm up.
Hey, he's
not prepared,
up. But he's up. He was up.
I'm up though.
Yeah, he contributes to, well, as much as he does contribute to society at this hour.
I don't know if I talked about it last week, but I saw Until Dawn the movie.
Yeah, I think we may have briefly talked about it, but I can't remember. See,
I can't remember either.
It's too early.
And I don't look back at old videos.
No.
So
why we do that? You never look back, people.
No.
In life, like if you do something, you just do it and you commit, and then you just take the next step in life. Like
stick with it. Push forward.
Push forward. Do those things,
regardless of what happened.
Yeah.
But those who don't know, Until Dawn is based on a video game of the same name. Having played the game, this movie started off pretty well. Had promise. It felt okay. A group of kids trapped in a creepy house, reliving the night. They die every night. And like the title says, they have to survive until dawn.
Until dawn. Dun, dun, dun.
Like I said, the first half of this movie was good. Then it sucked. It really did.
The bottom fell out.
I'm sorry. First off, none of these characters made any sense. None of them. I didn't like not a single one of them. They all suck butt.
Oof.
All of them. You got a group of friends who go on a trip to find somebody's sister.
Okay.
They end up in a creepy house. Something is trying to kill them. Every time they die, they come back to life and have to try to survive the night again. Dude, it's like a scary version of like a Groundhog Day.
Okay.
But not as good as Bill Murray's Groundhog's Day.
It's a horror Groundhog Day.
Yeah, this one was horrible. Like, the second half of the movie just fell apart. They over-explaining a plot. It just lost momentum completely. The whole point, the second half of the movie, all the fun felt like it was just sucked out of the film.
Oh.
there was no payoff at all. It skipped over things, and then like scenes that you would think would be like, oh, this is cool, and it just skipped over it. I don't want to see cell phone footage of something that you have a camera in front of.
Yeah, that's always
like
that's always tough.
Now I've watched it twice because I wanted to give it a good shot, but we did talk about this because I remember saying this. It feels like a commercial for the game.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But if they would have just made the game like Black Mirror's, what is it called? Bandersnatch, where you can interactive and do things, this would have been fun. Sorry,
because we talked about the interactiveness, but you watched it, you gave it another shot to try to see if something would change.
No, nothing changed. This movie's trash. Don't watch it.
Did it make it? Did the second time make it worse?
It just it didn't. No, it just felt numb. Like I felt like, this is stupid.
Felt more like a waste of time than the first watch through.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I'd rather watch remember Van Helsing on the Sci-Fi Channel?
Oh my word.
That's a better movie. Better series.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah, I was watching that. Might as well. So Peacemaker came out with a new trailer.
Yes. Yeah, the new Peacemaker season is in August, I believe.
Yo, that felt real depressing.
Yeah, I didn't laugh as much as I thought I was gonna laugh during. I'm sure the laughs are in there. It's James Gunn. You gotta, and it's Peacemaker, so it's gonna be jokey. But it seems like they were trying to set like a different tone through the trailer for this upcoming season.
Now I can't show the trailer because DC will destroy.
Yeah.
This. I checked before.
Mm-hmm.
DC was like, no, you can't. We're flagging all this. Because I guess they're getting a lot of heat from how horrible Guy Gardner looks in this trailer.
I mean,
he should. He looks horrific.
Yeah, why Nathan for Guy Gardner? Still, like I've seen the Superman trailer. We watched the Superman trailer. We know this.
They got hit for that too.
But. And people are like, oh, well, if you're complaining about the hair is comic book accurate. I get it. It just doesn't look well in live action for me.
No.
It just doesn't, like, you take liberties with a bunch of other things.
But not the hair.
Take liberties with that. Give us a slightly more up-to-date Guy Gardner look. It just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't work. I feel like, whatever you're doing with it, fine. But I feel like Nathan is too old for Guy for me, for my taste. Like,
he's good on the Rookie.
Yeah, exactly.
But not this.
Not Guy Gardner. Like, you need when I think of Guy Gardner, I think of maybe like a college D-bag who's like out of college but still remains that college D-bag, maybe like in his like early 30s.
He's out of college but he's still going to the college parties.
Because he's a jerk and a moron. Not a moron, but he's got some baggage. He's got some anger issues. He's got some things going on.
What's the line? I keep getting older, but they still stay the same. All right. Why couldn't we get him to play Guy Gardner?
Matthew McConaughey?
Yes.
Actually, I'm slightly more interested in that than...
To be honest, I would have preferred Sean William Scott.
That's not bad.
I would have preferred Sean William Scott, Guy Gardner. He's in shape. He's young-ish.
Yeah, like we know that he can tap into being that lovable D-bag. I mean, because at the end of the day, Guy Gardner, I like Guy as a character. He's that character that you're like, oh, this dude again, but you were excited to see where it goes. Not saying that. Look, these movies Superman movie hasn't come out yet, and Peacemaker hasn't come out yet, so we don't know. But I don't know. I just feel like it would have been better with a younger cast,
a completely different actor.
Yeah,
and I'm not even.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating Nathan Fillion. I love Nathan Fillion, but
I'm not gonna go that far.
Like he's good in things. Like I said, The Rookie's awesome.
I gave up. I gave up on The Rookie.
Watching it?
Yo, they decided to go to another country to rescue somebody. What patrol officers are going to another country to rescue somebody? You are a beat cop.
Dedication. You
don't see Philly PD out there doing anything, let alone espionage and secret missions.
Dedication.
If it wasn't for Daddy Cop, I would never have known the show exists. I heard the song. This is hilarious. Let me watch the show.
Then you watch the show.
I watched the show. I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, because the show is more serious than that. Like the show is a lot more, like it has its moments, but
and I think that's why I don't like it, because it's too, you trying to get too serious.
Okay,
you got an old man trying to be a cop, and then you got the Adam going around racist, getting the black boy beat up.
Okay, fair enough.
And I was like, no. If I want seriousness, I'm gonna watch Law and Order.
True.
My cop shows, I don't need reality. I know what y'all do in these streets.
Yeah, you like it. You like it fun. You like
it's fun, light, joking. And then that just threw me off. But that show been out since 2018.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Y'all love that.
Yeah, it's been out for a good little while.
Y'all let that go, but y'all cancel Firefly. Pieces and Castle. Remember Castle?
Castle was a good show. Speaking of moms, my mom loves Castle, Rookie. She's in with those shows. That's how I found out about The Rookie initially, and Castle for that matter. But
Castle be on TNT all day.
All day. That's kind of like how Law and Order is on the USA Network.
Yeah.
Castle is just on
on repeat.
Yeah. If you home for the day or during the week, if you home sick or just got a vacation day or something, you in the house,
you got something to watch.
Castle's on.
I think that's all for TV. Once again, I wasn't prepared fully.
Yeah, no.
Because whatever.
Yeah, we gonna give you the best we got.
All right, so let me see which one I want to hit first. There we go. I'm gonna hit this one first. Ecco the Dolphin is making a comeback after 25 years. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Why not?
Who asked for this?
Nobody.
Who played this?
Nobody.
I played
it. Nobody really.
Nobody.
Like,
here you go. Do you know what?
It's funny. I think everybody. I think everybody had Ecco the Dolphin, but it was just like one of those games that you had because it was out there. Like marketing was everywhere. Like it was you always seen commercials for Ecco the Dolphin.
You had it, you played it, you swam around, and then you turned it off.
That's it.
You didn't. How many people knew that this 1992 game was about an alien invasion?
I didn't.
No clue. Something like I had to go back. Ecco the Dolphin is about Vortex, a race of aliens who visit the Earth every 500 years to feed off the life on Earth. did we know this about this game?
No, that sounds way more alarming than just turning it on, doing some swimming, navigating the seas.
I had no clue. I
And
had
turn it
no
off.
Echo. They're remastering Echo the Dolphin. They're doing Tides of Time, and they're giving you a completely new Echo game.
Because
Why not?
Yeah, nothing says nostalgia like Echo the Dolphin. Because it does. Like when you hear Echo the Dolphin, you're like, oh yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Everybody had it.
But nobody ever ended it.
No.
Can you buy it? Let me see if you can buy Echo.
Yeah, no. I don't. I have not or know anyone who is beating it. Because there's other games that have come out.
Wait. Echo the Dolphin. You can't even buy it nowhere. Well, I'm checking PC. You could buy it for Windows.
Oh my gosh.
Windows 95.
Woo.
Yo, this John. Echo the Dolphin, Sega Genesis, $26.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was playing because Echo the Dolphin was out, and I was playing. I remember around that time, I was playing Cool Spot. Like I was deep into Cool Spot, which for people who don't know is a video game based off of the red period dot thing from the 7-Up games.
Yeah. Yes.
It's so weird, but that was an awesome game, and I was playing that. Like I remember I had Echo the Dolphin, but I was playing Cool Spot.
Yo, but this is back when games came out, though.
Yeah.
Because Sega Genesis had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 29, 30. Yo, they had like 5 games a month come out.
That's nuts.
In a year.
That does not happen. Long gone are the days where that was a thing.
Yo, from Universal, yo, you go back to like February of 1992, Rings of Ranger, Sorcerer's Kingdom, Sid the Vow, Two Crew Dudes, The Terminator, Winter Challenge. That's just some of the games that just came out. They're like, you know what? It's February. Let's give you 10 games to play.
Yeah, why not? There you go. There's something to do. A little something for everybody.
But this was also back when they had a game for every movie, every toy.
Yeah. Marketing was at its peak for these things. Like if there was a big blockbuster, there was a movie attached. There was multiple toy lines attached. There was, of course, the Halloween costumes and just everything. Happy Meals, McDonald's Happy Meals, and all type of everything. Like you could count on oversaturation of whatever it was.
You would go to the movies, see a trailer for a new movie, then that movie would end up coming out, and there's a game for it, some toys, some clothes. Restaurants had promotions for it. Come get your Happy Meal with your Terminator eye and
Yep.
T-1000 parts. Collect them all.
Yep. Yeah. 7-Eleven Slurpee cups.
Oh my God, he bought the 7-Eleven Slurpee cups.
Yeah.
Everybody's about it.
Yeah.
Consumerism.
Yes, at its finest.
The best.
Giant cups of. I still have a giant McDonald's cup. It's
Like
it's
a double gulp.
It's super faded, but it's still there. The images is still on there of trivia for everybody watching and listening. If you're ever in a dire situation, you have to answer this question to save you or a loved one's life. I'm going to give you this. My all-time favorite movie, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Still have a McDonald's cup.
Wow.
From the time the movie came out.
Jesus. That's all.
Like, yeah, it's crazy.
I heard that there might be something coming with that. Because Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out in '88.
A fair bit of blasphemy is what's coming with it.
That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know. You got to keep it the same.
Yeah, you gotta not touch it, because part of it was the innovation of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't do that now. You can't replicate that now. That was like it happened, and now it just seems like you're cheating now. You have all the technology now. You have all the,
Yeah.
it's not groundbreaking. It's not innovating. It's not, part of watching that movie again is seeing how good the movie was for the time that it came out.
It was still revolutionary.
Yeah.
It was leaps and bounds. There's programs out there now who have not even come close to this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't dive into Disney Plus that deep.
Yeah. I own 3 copies.
3 copies. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh. And then the sequels.
Yeah, Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, and Honey, I Made of Buried the Baby or something like that. He did something to the baby.
Oh yeah, Honey, I Made Too Many Damn Movies.
What's the boy name? Moranis?
Rick Moranis?
Rick Moranis, he was a horrible father.
Yeah.
A horrible father.
Yeah.
Everything he played in, he was a bad dad.
Yeah.
Let me see. What else we got? Oh yeah. Microsoft is out here breaking down walls and barriers, building connections between people and communities, linking the world in ways that we've never seen. I'm talking about Gears of War Reloaded.
Yeah. Speaking of video games.
Yes. It is back.
It's back.
They're saying that this is built for shared play. Everybody is going to be able.
You get to play Gears. You get to play Gears.
Exactly.
You get to play Gears.
Split screen, online, campaign support, 2-player co-op, versus multiplayer, up to 8 people, cross-play, across all platforms.
You can saddle up. You can load up.
And here's the best thing about it. No Microsoft account required.
Look at that.
But if you want a mic, you get full cross-platform functionality if you sign up for a Microsoft account.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
But
you want these extra perks, get yourself a Microsoft account, get in this ecosystem.
Yeah, because guess what? They're going to be releasing more games. And they're going to be releasing more games with perks.
Mm-hmm.
Have a Microsoft account. So guess what's going to happen? People going to be signing up for Microsoft accounts.
They're done with the whole, there's no more gaming wars with console wars with Xbox. They like, you know what? Let's make this money across the board.
Exactly. It's like, we're not, there's no tribalism.
No.
It's, it's.
Now it is going to suck that I got to deal with some non-Microsoft people learning how to play this game.
True.
So I'm not going to get it outright. I'm going to let it breathe for like a week or 2.
Yeah.
Let y'all controller people and PlayStation Switch people get get accustomed to it.
Yeah, because if you're, if you're a Sony and solely Sony player and you were interested in the game, and now did you have an opportunity to get it, it's going to take some time.
You're gonna have to learn.
You're going to have to learn because PlayStation don't have games like this.
Nothing.
They don't.
You're gonna have to learn how to run, climb over stuff. It is a huge. To be honest, Gears has a huge learning curve when it comes to mobility.
It does, and just navigation, how to toss grenades, maybe toss a grenade from cover fire, blind fire and all that
The
stuff.
sprint alone.
Yeah,
when the camera shifts,
it's not for the faint of heart.
People are like, what's happening? No, just relax, just flow with it.
Yeah.
Be like water.
Yeah, relax. Don't tense up.
Yeah.
Because it's going to make you want to tense up. The way the camera moves and the way, you don't hold the button too hard.
Yeah.
It's not going to make him run any faster.
Mm-mm.
But just, it's not pressure sensitive. But just stick with it.
You going to hear the people out there like, oh, man, I'm ready for horde mode. No, you're not.
Oh, no.
No, you're not.
No.
Come on. You just get into the game.
Yeah.
Start off small.
I haven't played horde mode in a while. Now I want to dust off some Gears. I'm gonna start playing Gears again.
I did 4 and 5 again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I would at least want to start with 4 again.
Yeah, I did 4 and 5 again because I own them, so I jumped back into it.
Yeah, get that.
But it's Gears.
Yeah.
Hopefully, y'all PlayStation people will learn the heartache that everybody else who's played Gears of War has had to experience.
Exactly.
Over time.
Yeah.
You'll fully understand why this is one of the best video game franchises ever created.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just a shooter for you closed-minded PlayStationers. Because there's some that only think that that big AAA story narrative games exist on PlayStation, and that's not true at all.
Yeah. PlayStation has its things, but
yeah, PlayStation would like you to believe that.
Yeah. I keep looking at the. All right. So we got another big thing. We got Borderlands 4 set to launch in September.
Yes.
They're arguing over how much is it going to cost.
Yeah.
Come on. We already know it's going to be $80.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, what? Why are we sitting there playing these games? Like, the CEO, what's his name? Randy Pitchford. He was like, oh, I don't even know. You a goddamn lie.
You know. How you not going to know? The game launches in, T-minus at this point. So you know.
It's going to be $80 for the base game, $150 for the first tier pack, and $250 for the elite early access 12 skins and guns pack.
You might get a statue or something.
Maybe you might get a little claptrap.
Yeah, something maybe.
Something for $250, unless you're gonna drop that $1,000 pack, and then we do something special for you, like sign your name on a card. Right. Yeah. But it's $80. Yeah. We know this.
Yeah. This is where we at now in the game.
Get over it.
This is where we at.
We've had these prices for so long.
Yeah. What are we gonna do at this point?
In the next 20 years, if I'm still breathing, standard games gonna be like $150.
Yeah. We're rapidly approaching that at this point.
Come on. I've seen so many tragic things in my 41 years that I would have never thought, not just tragic, but just history-making events. Throughout, we saw Obama.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers 9/11.
Yep.
We saw George Bush Jr. get a shoe thrown at him and dipped it like he on the Matrix.
Yeah.
You know, we saw the economy crash twice, lived through a pandemic. Now
The
we've
internet.
lived through
Hello,
the
everybody watching
the
and listening.
increase of video games.
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't
Yo,
stopping.
this is what we do. We're survivors.
Yep.
You know, hard times all around. You know, speaking of crazy things, y'all just got, not y'all, but there's a new pope.
Oh yeah.
How did I just find this out?
Oh, like just
Recently, this morning.
Oh yeah.
Last time I heard about the pope, one quit.
That was
That was a while ago.
That was a while.
Oh, I remember the bull quit. He was like, I'm done with this. I'm out. He just quit. And then we had the other bull who was giving away stuff. He was like, yo, he gave away this dude's house. He's walking through crowds in the middle of the night like he wasn't supposed to. That's all I remember. I'm not up on the Catholic thing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I couldn't avoid it, like, just, news wise and people talking at work and water cooler stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't talk to people at work. And I could have heard it and just ignored it.
That could happen.
I don't know. But we got a new boy from Chicago, the Pope. Got a Chicago dude.
Okay.
And what made it funny, while I really paid attention to it, because they was like, oh, the Pope from Chicago, and they got him coming out to CM Punk's music.
Are you serious?
Yeah, on the socials.
Yeah.
I'm like, did he come out to that? Is that right?
He's like, no, it can't be.
It couldn't have been. He couldn't do that. That'd have been awesome.
Yeah.
That'd have been awesome. Come out to CM Punk music. I don't know about the Pope. Good guy though. Last bit of news before we get up out of here. Grand Theft Auto 6. I watched the new trailer.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that?
Well, we'll see in 2032 when this game comes out.
Yeah.
I mean, the trailer. It's back to Vice City. So first of all, Grand Theft Auto Vice City was probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And then San Andreas, but I love the setting. It's a modern setting of Vice City, not the 80s like how we had before, which was a fantastic game. Soundtrack,
Mm-hmm.
everything was just, Vice City is just amazing. So I enjoyed all of that. I just don't, at this point, I don't care, because when is this game actually coming out? Now they say it's May 26th of 26.
It's another Star Citizen type thing. You know what I mean?
It's like I'll probably, now if this game was coming out when they said it was coming out and they gave me this trailer, I'd probably be way more excited. But it's like you made the announcement and then you gave us the trailer.
I'm not excited at all.
So it's like you gave us the announcement. Oh, we pushing this joint back till next May, and then like a couple of days later, here's the trailer for it. What the fuck? Why would you?
Here's the thing. I don't want to play as Paul Walker and his girlfriend. I'm getting really, really, really Fast and Furious vibes out of this game.
Okay.
I haven't been excited for a GTA in a long time.
Okay.
I didn't really care for 5. Not that the story was bad, is I don't want to control 3 people.
Yeah, that
was what bothered me.
It was the gameplay. Yeah, switching between the characters. The characters were fine.
Yeah, if they were all individual games. You could have given me 3 individual GTA games.
Listen, from the time it takes from GTA 5's release to GTA 6's release You could have gave me Franklin's story.
Mm-hmm.
You could have given me Michael's story. You could have given me Trevor's story. You could have just like broke it up into parts. If you,
Yeah.
you know, like GTA. Let's just say like, GTA 5, and then like you start the game as like Franklin, and then guess what? You get like a huge update, a huge DLC, or like a huge game expansion, and then you add the other singular stories in, and then they cohabitate and make up the whole world as GTA. You could have did that by the time it takes for GTA
Right.
6 to actually come out.
I just,
In retrospect,
I'm not excited about the whole GT storyline anymore. Because you're just playing random people and building up a criminal enterprise. I get it, but it's not that's your hype. That's why I liked Saints Row.
oh, Saints
You
Row
was
was
president. You was
Saints Row was wild.
yeah. You weren't just out there just being mediocre.
You could fly.
Yeah. You
The
had
franchise was out there.
ambitions, dreams, goals. You fighting aliens, and
Yeah,
you went to hell, and
it was crazy.
Grand Theft Auto, and playing that, then going to Grand Theft Auto feels like a real step down. Like, yo, I just fought the devil, or I was just in this simulated universe like Neo from the Matrix.
Yeah, and now you
And
want me to rob
just
a bank?
yeah, what? I gotta go into a convenience store now. What are you doing? This is, but people love GTA. People love it.
Yeah, so the story driven GTA, I do like the franchise, and just going into the stories game by game. The GTA Online thing is not for me.
No,
I'm not. I'm all right. I'm not doing all that. I'm not living a virtual life of crime.
no.
And you gotta be committed to that too. Like the GTA Online thing, like you gotta be committed in order to make something out of it. In order to have a good time or a good experience, like you gotta be locked in. And
That's wild.
I'm not doing
You know, you can just be a criminal in real life. Like, come on, lived experience. Just get out in these streets. That would diminish the population quick. I just thought about that. If all these GTA cats out there, like, I'm gonna live it in real life.
No.
No, you're not gonna make it.
Mm-mm.
First time you go try to buy a force multiplier, it's over for you. You go right to jail.
Yeah.
Cause you gonna think you in the game.
And you're not.
Keep it in the game, people. That's what we're trying to say. Keep it in the game.
Keep in the
Keep
game.
your fantasies in the game.
That's right.
Don't be
Just
out there doing dumbness.
If that's your thing, if you're locked in GTA, if you're a car thief, or you running some type of criminal organization in GTA, keep it there.
I can't talk. I'm right now robbing people on Skyrim. Just because I'm done with Oblivion.
Oh, it's over.
Finished.
You just went straight through.
Yeah, I'm finished. I'll play it again, but I'm done Oblivion. So I got this. Then I got the itch to play Skyrim. So I pulled out one of my old Khajiits. It's a cat person. Just walking around stealing stuff. Random things, stuff I don't need. Walking up behind people, pickpocketing them.
So you're a cat thief.
Yes.
See, look.
Burglar.
Maybe early in the morning, but my brain still works for corny jokes.
I'm just running middle of the night, going people homes, pick their locks while they sleep, rob them. I might switch out their food with something poisonous.
Why
Depending.
Not? Yeah, why not?
That's what I do. But people, it's Mother's Day. We got things to do. We got another show to record. We want to appreciate y'all for this special Mother's Day edition of the Level Down Podcast. Yeah, it's short, but spend some time with your family. We appreciate y'all for coming out, listening, watching, and sharing, liking, subscribe, commenting, and we'll be back with a regular show next week. We appreciate y'all.